Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Kim Wilpon Crafts. I'm your girl, Kim Wilpon, and today we are talking about the seeds that I have purchased for the 2020, the seeds that I have purchased for the 2026 growing year. And if you haven't followed along my journey on TikTok, I have been trying to grow plants in my New York City apartment inside for the last 3 years. Last year was devastating, and the year before was amazing. And this year, we have a lot of seeds, a lot of new stuff, a lot of cool stuff. We're only going to be talking about things that I'm growing in pots, like dirt pots, like on my windowsills. And we're going to talk about my click and grow hydroponics. I have one click and grow hydroponic that is like a 12 potter, and then one that's smaller, that's 3. And then my Gardein, we'll do a whole other episode for the Gardein. I don't have that today. We're waiting for that order. So let's dive into the seeds. We're gonna start with the smallest package today. This is from the Hudson Valley Seed Co. because they are the closest local seed deliverer provider to us. And I thought it'd be smart to have some local stuff. Is that everything? She's got everything. So first, we have pecino peppers with these like tiny little peppers. And I thought that they might be good for growing indoors, like in a small area. So you can get a lot of them. I believe you can grow a lot of them in a little bit of time. And so I want abundance this year. I want prolific abundance this year. And I think these pecino peppers are gonna do the thing. Little gem lettuce, always a winner, always a winner. This also will grow in our hydroponics, both the Gardein and the Click and Grow, and in the dirt. So we like those. I bought these tiny tom tomatoes. Our hydroponic tomatoes in the Gardein go really well, but I wasn't able to grow successful tomatoes last year. So I'm hoping that the tiny tom variety really helps me out. And then we got some new lettuces. I have a Crispino lettuce, which is sort of like what you get in the grocery store iceberg. Hold on, can you see that? Yes, there you go. There it is in focus. So this is like sort of like what you think of iceberg lettuce. And I just wanted to try it. I would like to try zucchini again, but without the white flies, as you could imagine. I love dino kale. It is one of my favorites to eat. And this grows really well year-round for us in our windowsills. So I would rather have an abundance of this than something like Swiss chard, just because it grows really well for us. And then the next one I'm really excited about because they were really popular a couple of years ago, and then I think people were just like not excited about it. But I think I would be excited about it, and I think I would like it. And that is the cucamelon. They're like little sour gherkins. They're so tiny. Look how tiny they are. They're so cute. So I'm excited about these and see how they taste. Because I could hate them. That's the other thing. Like I could really hate how those taste, and then I'm like, what a waste. But I think that it's gonna be really good. And then we've got the National Pickling Cucumber. I love a cucumber. It's one of my favorites to eat, snack on. I like to pickle them. It's like for a quick pickle. If you have like pickle brine, I just throw it in the pickle brine and let it like sit there. I don't know if you're supposed to do it that way, but and then the last one from Hudson Seed Valley Company is the Tom Thumb lettuce, which also sort of looks like a little gem, but I wanted to see how it would grow in the hydroponic, and I'm running low on hydroponic lettuce, and we really go through a lot of our hydroponic lettuce. I'm excited. So that's one. Moving on. This is a new company. They're not new, but they're new for me. It's called Johnny Seed Company, and I ordered a bunch of stuff. So let's see what I got, because I honestly don't even remember anymore. I think I ordered a lot of flowers, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I can find the pictures for this, because they're not like, with the Hudson Valley, you could see there's like images and pictures of what is in each container. This, I might have to just like pop up some pictures in the area for you to see. Also, some of them are just flowers, a lot of flowers. And literally only one vegetable. So here's the whole story, is that our landlord does not do a lot of yard work. Like, besides mowing the grass, like the front of the building's fine. But I asked last year if I could grow flowers, and I bought seeds locally, and they just were like dead. Everything was dead, and I was sad. And also I think I planted things too early, and I didn't germinate seeds up here. And this year I'll actually be doing that. I'm gonna put things in my nursery up here and then bring them down when they're like seedlings, so that they have more chance at life, and plant them like later in the year than I was just like too excited, and I like started planting like right after the last frost was expected, and I should have waited a little bit longer. Also, because there's, you know, critters that live underneath the soil in the winter months, and yeah, I just was like very ill prepared. And this year I would like it to be fuller, the garden out front, which is just flowers. That was the caveat. I could grow things outside, it just only can be flowers. And I respect that, and I was appreciative that he said, go forth, have a good time. So I got these yellow, what are they? Stalks? Yellow. You're gonna see a picture, because I don't know what it is. This is a dahlia hybrid mix. These are big, giant dahlias. Antibes apricot. These are snapdragons. These are deep orange violas. Pansies are violas. Avignon apricot pelted snapdragons. Oh, these were really beautiful. These are like so stunning. And then these are called orange hobbits, and they're a hybrid dwarf sunflower. And I thought it might look really nice. And then the fruits and veggies that I got from here, really just herbs and a vegetable, are a pack of giant leaf parsley, and then I got a quick snack cucumber, and I have been dying to grow these and dying to see if they actually will grow in my apartment. And I have some pretty like large pots, so I'm excited, really excited for that, to see if that will actually grow, because that could be exciting. So that's what we're growing right now in pots alone. In soil and dirt, it's gonna be great. And then this is my Click and Grow box. And I have been just getting like empty pods for my Click and Grow and filling them with seeds I already have. And this year I did an evaluation, and I kind of was like, why don't, because these are more expensive. And I really didn't necessarily want to spend more money on this, but I wanted to give myself an opportunity to grow the things that I really wanted to grow, and give myself the best opportunity to have a more abundant, prolific gardening year. And so I said, let's give this a chance. And if this sucks this year, then we just evaluate at the end of the year and go, let's just go back to what we were doing. It was just fine. Or I hate this hydroponic, and that's it. But I think these are actually gonna live in my office this year. These hydroponics, because they're small, and then they don't have to like be on the floor of my dining room, which my husband would just like to have it as a dining room, but after March it becomes the garden until October. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's start with something simple. Peppermint. Just 3 pods of peppermint. We got cilantro. Cilantro's got its own growing season, and cilantro, even though we know it to be like delicious in guacamole and think of it as like a warm weather herb, it actually really only grows well in cold. So like in the mild cold weather. So I plant a lot of cilantro at the beginning of the year so I can dehydrate it and then have a lot of it for the rest of the year. In fact, we still haven't gone through everything I grew last year because I did grow a lot of cilantro. So, and also if I need it for a recipe and I only use like a handful, I will dehydrate the rest because I don't like waste. No waste here. I got more green lettuce because the lettuce I had been growing in the hydroponic for the last couple of years, I guess really last year, just really wasn't that successful and only like got to half size. And I want to see how these do, like being from the company. I want to grow lavender because I love lavender. I love the way it smells and I think it'll just be really nice in here. I got apple mint because I actually really love apple mint. I think it's really delicious and delightful, and yeah, I like it a lot. Now this was interesting. So last year I tried growing peas and I don't know if they didn't work in my garden because I overwatered or the fungus gnats got them or the white flies got them or a combo of all the above. But like they started growing and then they would just stop. Like they were stunted in their growth. And I don't know how I could have grown them any better because they get like little like flowers on them and then immediately like die. I grew a lot of peas, and so I thought this year let's try in this hydroponic some dwarf peas. So we're gonna try that. And then I got some red leaf romaine. I kind of forgot that I got all this stuff, to be honest. And just to be clear, this all will get used at some point during the year. And then what do I have here? Oh! We really like bok choy, and I can grow a lot of it in the garden, and I will definitely grow more of it. After doing all my like testing for things that I can and cannot eat, especially within like the FODMAP scale. Cabbage is really not like stomach friendly for me, but for some reason bok choy is just fine. I have no issues with bok choy. So like some beans still really hurt me, but bok choy does not. But I got pak choy, which is like I think a smaller version of it, and they grow really fast, so we'll go through this pretty quickly, and we love it and we eat a lot of it. So I got a chili pepper mix, and this was sort of like a fun can we do it sort of thing. There's 3 red hot chili peppers in there, purple chilies, and a peri peri chili pepper. Yeah, and I just wanted to see how those would do, or if we like them at all. We did grow some lemon peppers last year and they were great. We really liked those. So I'm kind of interested to see like how it all goes this year, you know? That's really like the, how does this all work together? We got big plans for the garden this year, as you can tell, and I'm really excited to share that on the YouTube channel this year because I really only shared it on social media, like via Instagram and TikTok, and I haven't really given it the opportunity to show it on my YouTube yet. And so I'm excited to share my growing food at home journey and sort of try to show you that like you can grow food anywhere and by any means in any sort of space that you have, because we don't have, I mean, yes, we have that outdoor front of the apartment building space, but I can't grow any food out there. And so I'm excited to be able to show you within your own, if you have a tiny space, within whatever space you have to grow, that you can grow. And you have possibilities, you just have to look for them and create them, which I love doing. I love creating spaces for things I want to do. So those are my seeds so far, and then we'll do a separate video for the garden seeds. But that is it for today. I hope you all had a blast with my unboxing. I felt like a lot of this was a surprise for me. I'd sort of forgotten about some of the seeds that I bought, but there you go. All the seeds for the garden this year. And that's it for today. So I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you're growing this year. I love to know. I love to know how you grow in your space. And that's it. Okay, bye.